Thanks for joining us on WTOL 11 Plus. I'm Sophia Perricone. It's felt like winter. Well, it is winter, but it has really felt like winter for forever at this point. But it sounds like we've got a little bit of a warm up on the way. So we want to get right over to meteorologist Kaylee Bowers. Kaylee, you know it's been cold when high 30s start to feel like a warm up.
And you know, it's really sad when it feels comfortable talking about those 30s. So yeah, you and me both, we are ready for a warm up. Hey there, thanks for joining us here on WTOL 11 Plus. We like to showcase little special weather promos every Saturday morning and afternoon. So depending on when you're watching this, thanks for hitting that button, hanging out with us for today. And it's going to be a beautiful day sky cover wise, tracking those bright blue skies, looking absolutely gorgeous. Now our sunrise this morning was around 7:20, and notice at sunset between about 6:16 and 6:18, depending on where you are. So we're seeing more daylight as we get closer to the end of the month, and eventually, before you know it, we'll be talking about daylight saving time, spring, warmer temperatures. Definitely ready for that. But yeah, like Sophia said, this 30, that 32, it's pretty sad when that feels pretty mild, but at least the nice thing is we're tracking lots of sunshine to make that 32 feel pretty comfortable. Now also 32 degrees is that freezing point. So whenever we say temperatures are above or below freezing, 32. So 29, 30, 31, below freezing, 33, 34, 35, above freezing. But let's get right to your forecast because it's going to be comfortable. I bet some folks will be breaking out their light to medium jacket next week or this upcoming week because we are thawing out. Temperatures are climbing. We'll be above freezing for the second half of this weekend and still seeing lots of sunshine. We're not tracking any rain for today, tomorrow, or even into the beginning of this upcoming week. Let's show you what's going on across the country because we are seeing some weather down to our south. They're seeing some rain, that rain snow mixture, a little bit of some snow in parts. Looks like Mississippi, a little bit into Louisiana. Us here in Northwest Ohio and the Midwest, not seeing any precipitation. Same thing along the East Coast. But then we're also watching a little bit of a system bring some rain and snow to the Pacific Northwest. Now, temperature-wise, kind of all over the place, but still pretty frigid. Toledo this morning, 18 degrees. Chicago's at 15. Kansas City's at 16. Temperatures in Texas right around that freezing point out into parts of, you know, Nevada, California. Temperatures are in the 40s. I mean, even look down towards Florida. They're waking up this morning to those temperatures in the low 50s. And it is still cold. Waking up this morning here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, those air temperatures remain in the upper teens, but feeling even colder. We're seeing feels like temperatures for this morning in those single digits and also in those teens. So definitely bundle up. You may want to grab the sunglasses though. It's been a while since we've seen bright blue skies throughout the entire day. Again, we're forecasting that high in the low 30s for this afternoon. There's that sunrise around 7:20, and those winds, they're calm, but they're also still a little bit breezy coming out the southwest today, anywhere between about 10 to 15 miles an hour, so making that 32 still a little bit colder. And you know, you guys, I love my pets. Share your pet photos with me over on my Facebook page. There's a post that looks exactly like this at the top of the page. Comment your pet's photo. Tell me a little bit about your pet, and we like to showcase your pet's photo on WTOL 11 Plus, but also on WTOL 11. So as far as today's dog walking forecast goes, I'm gonna go with that green paw. Plenty of sunshine this morning, on and off clouds and sunshine for this afternoon, on and off clouds and clear skies for this evening, and temperatures, while we are still below average and definitely below freezing, still, this is mild. So as far as your pet photo for today, sweet little Scout. Scout's like, I have to go outside in this cold, but at least we're seeing sunshine. Yeah, we're still seeing some snow on the ground, so our smaller pups, our short-haired pups will be thinking, is this snow ever gonna melt? Because of the sunshine we're seeing for today, that'll help melt a lot of the snow, especially what we saw yesterday. That melted a lot of snow and a lot of ice. That was a big thing I noticed when I got home. The sidewalk was not coated with any snow or any ice anymore, making it a big deal. I mean, I fell last week, Sophia fell 2 weeks ago. We just gotta be careful, not only for ourselves, but also for our pups to stay safe. So, green paw, As far as your winds go, we're seeing winds again around about 15 miles an hour at times. Those gusts will pick up around 20 miles an hour. So still slightly breezy, but no wind advisory in place, no high wind warning in place. It's just a typical Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, whenever you're watching this here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan for the end of February. Looking ahead towards night, still definitely will be chilly with on and off clouds and clear skies. Do you remember when this seemed warm, when our highs were this warm, even colder than this? Yeah, we'll take this. But again, this is still below average as far as our lows go. But we're forecasting, again, that warm up eventually. And check out that sunset right around 6:16 to 6:18. I'm so excited. Before you know it, it'll be the end of February, and we'll be seeing that sunset around 6:23. It'll be 6:30 before you know it. And also, speaking of the sunset, daylight saving time will be happening soon. And we'll be springing forward and seeing that sunset after 7 o'clock. We'll get there. We're going to have more on that coming up in just a moment. But today, on and off clouds and clear skies, temperatures still in those upper 20s and those low 30s. Things really not changing a whole lot for these next several days. Just dry conditions, temperatures still remain frigid. Tomorrow morning still will be a cold one. I'm not telling you winter's over yet because it's not. We're just thawing out and getting a little bit of a break. Tomorrow morning, again, we'll see that increase in clouds and eventually an increase in our temperatures. And by tomorrow afternoon, I think we're all excited about this. Above freezing temperatures, finally, we'll be in those mid to upper 30s by tomorrow afternoon. Still seeing cloudy skies for any Sunday evening plans you have. And then looking ahead towards Monday morning, I know kids are thinking, are we going to get another school delay, another school closing? That chance is very low. We're really not tracking anything too concerning for Monday. I mean, you can see upper 30s, low 40s, even mid 40s for some of us, but still dealing with on and off clouds and clear skies. Raise your hand if you need to get your car washed, because I definitely, Sophia's raising her hand. I think Mark, our camera guy's also raising his hand. Like, yeah, we need our car washed, right?
I've been putting it off pretty much all season and my car looks horrible, but it sounds like maybe today, this weekend, this is the time to do it, right?
I agree with that completely. I'm also putting it off. I'm thinking, oh, there's still so much salt on the roadways. There's still ice and snow. Maybe treat our car a little bit this weekend.
Is there going to be a chance, though? You know, this is my concern why I've been putting it off for so long. Yes, it's beautiful and sunny this weekend, but could we be seeing more car disastrous weather coming up? Is this something we should get done or should we hold off?
I mean, always keep your car safety in the back of your mind, but as far as car disastrous weather, there's always a chance, but as well, we're looking at models for the next several days, things look to be much calmer and also much warmer. You can see those temperatures will continue to climb. By Monday, we're in those mid 40s with mostly cloudy skies and the next best chance for some rain, a little bit for some of us heading on into Tuesday, but then also Wednesday and Thursday. But as far as snow chances go, they look to be pretty low. But check this out. Last time we showed you this graphic, we were seeing snow closer to around 9 or 10 inches. Now we have officially hit 11 inches at Toledo Express Airport. Still not even a foot of snow for this season yet, and still below average for this time of year by about 14 inches. But this is still more than what we've seen last winter season and also the winter season before that. And this so far is round number 7 out of the least snowiest winters so far we've seen on record. Now looking at the snow, you can see a good portion of the state of Ohio seeing at least some kind of snow coverage, whether it's a trace to several inches, but widening out the bigger picture, a good portion of the continental United States still covered in snow. Now I think I counted maybe about 2 or 3 states that haven't seen snow and aren't covered in snow, but a good portion of the country dealing with that snow. And one thing I've been so excited to bring back is my friend Puddle Ducky. I know a lot of people love Puddle Ducky. Others are like, that duck bringing rain chances. Rain chances very low for this weekend and even into Monday and Tuesday very low. The next best chance for some significant rain for some of us, not until Wednesday. But we're not tracking anything strong or severe or alert day worthy at all, just a few scattered rain showers. But this is the one thing I know a lot of people have been asking, temperature-wise. Sophia, I know you're excited about this as well too. These temperatures warming up. Now, before I even show you the rest of the numbers, Today, February 22nd, our average high finally back at 40 degrees. We're nowhere near that for today. But then looking ahead towards Sunday, we're above freezing at least, still below average, but then here come those 40s Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Temperatures in the low to mid 40s, and then eventually we dip back down to those 30s by the end of the week, the end of the month, and the beginning of March. Notice our average highs by the beginning of March around 43 degrees. And this is a pretty interesting graphic I do like to showcase our 8 to 14 day temperature outlook. We will see a cool down heading on into the beginning of March as far as temperatures go. See the timestamp right there, March 2nd to March 8th. Now, as far as precipitation goes, tracking seasonal precipitation for the beginning of March as well. Now, Sophia, I know we did have one question on Facebook, someone asking, as far as the spring outlook goes, how exactly did he word that?
Yes, David just wants to know what's the outlook for spring. I know you gave us a little bit of a sneak peek of early March, but long term, what are we expecting for the springtime?
Yeah, so this is a very helpful graphic that I'm going to showcase in just a moment when it decides to load. This is from, again, the Climate Prediction Center showcasing different outlooks, whether it's 8 to 14 days, seasonal, month to month. So this is for March, April, and May. A good portion of the U.S., especially the eastern half and the southern half, most likely will be seeing above average temperatures. But if you notice, us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan, we're technically not in that orange box, but we're fairly next to it. So overall, we'll be seeing seasonal temperatures for us here in Northwest Ohio and Southeast Michigan. The Northwest and right along the U.S.-Canada border, seeing below average temperatures. And as far as precipitation goes, let me show you that because we could be seeing above average rainfall for us here in the Midwest. Down south, seeing below average rainfall, and out west seeing below average rainfall, but also, of course, the Pacific Northwest known for seeing above average rainfall. So we're, as of now, things could change. Seasonal temperatures for the spring, but also a wet spring. But of course, things could change. But this is just one outlook we're looking at for March, April, and also into May. And speaking of spring, we are getting closer to being done with meteorological winter. So today, February 22nd, a little closer to that February 28th, which by then our average high is at 42 degrees, finally warming up. But meteorological spring begins on March 1st, which we're so excited about. And notice this incline in those temperatures. I think Sophia might be excited about this. Sophia, what do you have over there?
Well, you know, I'm just someone I'm an optimist. I'm always looking forward to the next thing. March 1st, I'm excited for because it's meteorological spring, as you just mentioned. But I'm seeing it looks like towards the end of May, we're going to be pushing 78. Is there any chance we get that a little sooner? I see 73. I think that says for mid-May, but okay, we're pushing 70 early May. Any chance we'll get a warm up in April? Okay, am I being too hopeful?
I mean, there's always a potential we'll definitely see warmer temperatures. Now, as far as how warm it'll be, it just depends on, you know, factors of the jet stream and astronomical features and all that stuff, atmospheric issues. But temperatures will be warming up. I mean, anything's warm compared to what we saw yesterday, day before that. So we can definitely be optimistic. And there will be times where we see temperatures in the 40s, the 50s, 60s, 70s, near 80 degrees eventually. And I remember last year, the end of February, we saw a temperature, I believe in the 60s or the 70s. I think it was February 27th, 28th, where we broke our record high. So it's not unheard of to see temperatures in the 70s in January and February. It's rare, but not out of the question. I'll look at that and we'll talk more about that on Plus next week, but definitely excited to be talking about spring, meteorological spring, March, April, and May. And before you know it, it'll be summer, autumn, and I'm just gonna stand in front of winter because we're just gonna fast forward to that. But of course, if you have any other weather questions, download the WTOL 11 weather app. It's a free download. It's compatible with Apple and with Android, and there's so much wonderful information, including your interactive radar, your hour-by-hour forecast, your extended forecast, plus submit photos and videos that can be showcased on WTOL 11 Plus, on WTOL 11, and also on our social media pages. Now, one thing I do want to talk about real quick is you're watching us on WTOL 11 Plus, but check out Off the Radar every Wednesday at 10:15. Hang out with me and meteorologist Ryan Weekman and our awesome behind-the-scenes crew It is a lot of fun. You can check it on demand, Fire TV, Apple TV, and also on Roku. Now, before we leave you, of course, got to show you your extended forecast in right now. Still gonna be a cold one for today. Temperatures in the low 30s, lots of sunshine, upper 30s with that mixture of sunshine and clouds. Here come those 40s that we're all so excited about. And those next best chance for rain showers Tuesday and Wednesday and a little bit into Thursday as well too. Temperatures will be cooling back down for the end of February into the beginning of March, and seeing those temperatures still right above that freezing point in those low 30s. Now, we're not out of the woods just yet as far as snow chances go, but a rain-snow mixture back in the forecast by next weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us here on WTOL 11 Plus. Sophia, tell the folks what they need to know.
Again, if you're, Kaylee mentioned WTOL 11 Plus. If you are watching this on YouTube, though, be sure to join us on WTOL 11 Plus. It's free to download and stream on your smart TV. We have all sorts of weather-related specials. Kaylee mentioned Off the Radar, but we also have some wonderful investigative pieces and sports content that you won't get anywhere else. Thanks for joining us.